Hey guys, what is up? It is Danlags, and welcome back to episode 292 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How is everybody doing? We're back on the city today, ready to continue to make some more progress towards completion. And guys, the hospital is done now. We finished that up last episode. We toured it, and we're going to have a hide and seek coming out on it tomorrow. So take a look. Stay tuned for that, I should say. And today we're moving on. We're transitioning to some more stuff. So now that the hospital's gone, guys, what else do we have to do to finish up the city? What else do we need to finish up? Well, I'll show you guys. The last thing we need to do on the city before it is done is the 4 biomes building. But I am not going to work on the 4 biomes building on this episode. But don't worry. Over the next 9 episodes leading up to 300, I am going to be using most of my time to get this building figured out on the interior. So, because that's the last thing we got to do. You know, we're on episode 292. The last episode of CLD on Xbox is going to be episode 300. And we're going to spend those episodes working on the 4 biomes building. But today I want to do something a little bit different. So if somebody asks me what the least favorite thing about the city is, or maybe like, you know, what's one thing that you wish you could change about the city, it would be the roads. Okay, so the roads, I feel like they're not that good. You know, I built the roads, like, this was the first thing I built in the city, like, way back when it first started. I've been building this thing for 3 years. You know, I've improved as a builder in the last 3 years. I think that's pretty obvious. And the roads, I think they could use some improvement. I think they're definitely not quite where they could be. And I think even though they're all set in stone, and you're probably thinking, like, how are you going to change them now? You know, you already have them, like, lined up and everything. I still think I can make some changes to them that could change them for the better. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. So I'm going to mix up some stuff. I'm actually going to work in this intersection right here. This is the intersection of Main Street and Minecraft Avenue, obviously attributed to Danville. And the main thing about this particular intersection is that it connects 2 roads that go all the way across the map. So this being Minecraft Avenue in that direction, it goes from the south all the way through the northeast of the map. And then the same thing for Main Street from east to west, starting from the west or the east side over here, and then heading over to the west side of the city over by the strip mall and the stadium. So these go all the way across, right? And my plan is to expand these roads a little bit and make them 2 lanes on each side, because as of right now, we just have 1 lane on each side. You know, it's not enough. We need 2, and there is a way that I think I can do this that would overall look better, and I think it would help make the city look a little bit more realistic, and that's always what I'm striving to do. So let's get started with this. All right, guys. So basically, this episode is kind of going to be a demo of what I want to do with these roads. I'm probably going to do, you know, like a demonstration of what I want with it, and then, you know, I'll continue to work on it, you know, off camera. But here's basically what I'm going to do, guys. First thing, and I have mentioned this in the past, so I think it could potentially be familiar to some of you guys. I'm just going to break some blocks right here, and I'm going to take this down, I don't know, maybe to about halfway through the Flower Pot Coffee Shop building. Right about here will work. And I'm basically going to move in the stone slabs 1 block and make the sidewalks a little bit smaller. And the reason why I'm doing this is it's going to help me add some space to the roads. It's going to add 2 extra blocks to the width of the road. And that's going to allow me to create the space to add extra lanes to the road. I'm going to be doing this on both sides. And I'm going to be doing this on both sides of this intersection because I'm thinking about it. And I want this intersection to be like the largest one in the city. And I'm going to make the roads like a whole bunch of different designs because I have some other ideas as well. I need to make left turn lanes. That's something I really need to do. I've been neglecting that. I haven't been doing that at all pretty much throughout the city. There aren't any left turn lanes, and that's just not the way roads are. So I need to make those as well. I'm going to be going around the entire map and adding left turn lanes. It shouldn't really take too long. That's why I'm not really like worried about, you know, this taking too long and potentially, you know, pushing back the release date or anything like that. I'm not concerned about that at all. I'm still right on track to release the world when I want to release it. And in case you guys are wondering or something like that, you're probably thinking, Dan, you know, it's already like, you know, July 23rd. You know, how are you supposed to, you know, get this world up for download? You're going to have to put out a CLD video like every single day. Well, I will tell you guys, though, I have pushed back the date a little bit, but it's not because I can't get the world done by the end of the month, because I do believe I could finish Los Angeles by the end of July. I do believe I could. In the next like 8 or so days until, you know, it's August, I do believe I could finish the map. However, I'm pushing it back to a specific date that I think means a lot to me personally, and it's going to be the day I release it. I am not ready to release that date just yet. I will say it is going to be in August, but it's not going to be like late into August. It's going to be like the first week. So I'm not going to give you guys the exact release date of Los Dangeles just yet. I know you guys are antsy. A lot of people are tweeting at me a lot, like saying, hey, can you tell me what the release date is? Don't worry. It's going to come out soon. I promise you that. I did say it was going to be in July at the beginning of the month. I do apologize for that. But it's not because I can't finish it in July. It's because I figured out something that I want to do, and it's going to make it a little bit more stressful, and it's going to give me more time to record the episodes. Because there's two things I want to do. One, I need to be able to finish the map, and two, I want to be able to do 300 episodes, right? You know, I could probably finish the map by episode 296. I probably could. But that's just a random episode to end on, and I want it to mean something. So that's why I'm going for 300 episodes and a specific release date. So I'll give you guys more information on that as the week goes. My t-shirts still haven't came in the mail yet, so I'm hoping to get those soon so I can test out the feel of them to see if they're comfortable, and if they're not comfortable, then I have to order some different ones. So hopefully the t-shirt shop will come along as well. I have everything really well planned out, guys. I just have to stick to the schedule. It's going to be a grind for me the next couple of weeks, getting this download ready for you guys, and just getting the world release, ready to go. All the stuff, the t-shirts, the videos for it, everything. I'm gonna have to get all that stuff set up, but I'm really excited about it. This is like fun for me because it's like a project that I've worked on so hard for like the last couple of years, and for it to like almost be done is pretty surreal. It's kind of like when you like graduate, right? It's kind of like, I guess that's like a way to compare something to it. It's kind of like when you graduate school, like whether it be high school or college or whatever. It's like this milestone that you never really thought about. You never really thought about, like, damn, I'm gonna graduate high school soon, or graduate college soon, or whatever school you're doing. And once you finally reach there, you're like, whoa, this is actually happening. So that's like kind of how I feel about Los Angeles. Like, I've been working on this thing for so long. It's just kind of second nature for me to, at this point, to just be like working on Los Angeles. So when it's gonna be done, it's just gonna be a weird feeling, like moving it over to Xbox One. So it's going to be real soon, guys. I really didn't want to have to delay the release date, but the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. And I'll definitely let you guys know soon the exact date, because I think the sooner I announce an exact date, the better, because that helps hype it up a little bit more. So that's really what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I think I just messed this up a little bit. But in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing, like, Dan, why are you destroying the roads of Los Angeles? What is this? You don't need to change this at this point. You're too far into the map, Dan. Why are you changing things that you made 3 years ago? Guys, I have a plan for this, and I think it will end up looking good, and I think it'll end up helping the city overall. Really, that's the last thing, two things I want to do. Finish the 4 biomes building, make it as best I can make it, and then just make the roads look a little bit better, and that's pretty much it. Like, and then it's done. Everything else is finished. I have nothing more to do. Like, my work here is done, guys. It's actually crazy how close I am, but I'm trying to think of any other updates for you guys. I mean, that's pretty much it. I've been trying to work on the world as much as I can. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna just continue my normal CLD schedule where I upload a CLD video like once every 3 days or so. That's what I've been doing over the last like 3 years, about once every 3 to 4 days. And I'm gonna, once I get to like 295, I think I'm gonna do every day. Like, I'm just gonna put a CLD video out every single day until it's done. Just have like a little countdown or something like that. I think that's the plan as of right now. So as far as what I'm gonna do for episode 300, there's no skit or anything like that. Like 200, I think I'm gonna do a live stream, kind of like I did for 100. In case you guys remember way back on episode 100, for the live stream on that episode, I kind of streamed on Twitch. It was really, really cool. I streamed during the day, and we had a ton of viewers. I'm gonna do the same thing for 300. I'm gonna stream during the day, and we're gonna get a bunch of people in here, and we're gonna just finish up the world on the stream. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So that's the plan as of right now. At least that's what I want to do. So hopefully that'll end up coming together nicely. And then I'm gonna try to do a cinematic video. I need to try to find somebody to help me with that, because I can do cinematic videos. I have done them in the past. I don't think I'm great at it. I would love to find like a guy who's like really good at doing Minecraft cinematics to help me out. So if you guys have any suggestions of any like people I could contact, don't hesitate to write in the comments, because I would love to help out with that. I'm also trying to figure out how to like get renders for the world on PC. So I'm trying to do all this stuff that I didn't know how to do in the past. And I'm trying to figure it out. So hopefully it'll all work out here. But basically what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm creating 2 lanes. So, and I'm not talking about the college. So basically this right here is going to be a left turn lane. So let me do something like this. That's going to be like the arrow signal to go left. And basically, this line down the middle here is going to be a full line of, you know, you don't cross that yellow line or you're going to be in the opposite side of traffic, and that's no bueno. So we're going to try to put that yellow line going straight through. So that's kind of what I want to do with it right there. As you guys can tell, I got rid of the white lines on the side of the road over here. I might keep those on certain roads, but on this main road here that goes right down the middle of the city, and this is like a high traffic area, I'm going to actually take those away because those really are for parking spots. If somebody wanted to parallel park on the side of the road, they could do that. However, I'm going to make it so you can't parallel park on this road because that is just not really what I want people to be doing. So that sounds good. Let me go ahead and add some, hold on a second. I got to find the spot here. I think it's this block here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Just what I wanted. I'm going to do 3 blocks there and 3 blocks there and 3 blocks there, and you guys get the idea, right? This car is actually in like the perfect spot. I don't even have to move it, so that's good. It's like I don't even have to move the car, but that's kind of like what I'm trying to do right there in terms of the intersection. So I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. Also, what I would like to do real quick is I'm trying to decide what I want to do for this. I'm thinking about well, first off, what I need to do is actually push this back. So let me do that on each one of these corners. That's really like the best way for me to get a full idea of what this is going to look like. And I think this is going to turn out good, and this is something I'm definitely going to do throughout the city. So, you know, that was the goal of this episode, was to experiment, to see if I like this, to see if it's something that I want to do. A couple other updates that I can think about, guys, off the top of my head. I did go on World Edit on a little bit on PC, and I was rearranging some of the buildings. So I like moved the 4 Biomes building, moved the LD Customs building. None of that really worked. I didn't really like any of that, so I decided I'm just not going to do any of that. I'm just going to leave the buildings all where they are. No need to change it if it's not broken. We don't need to fix it. You guys know the old saying. So we're looking good on that front. But yeah, it's coming down to the wire, guys. It really is. It's crunch time for me. It really is. All right, so basically on these intersections, I'm going to put this line here, and this is more or less going to kind of shape the sidewalk. I'm going to have it turn around this corner here and run straight across to the other side as well. So we're going to have this go through here and continue that way. I'm trying to decide if I want to have a block like that or not. You know, I could shape it around the corner and make it a full square, or I could do that. I think either way it looks pretty good. I could also connect these like up to that, but you know, that would make it look a little bit more like New York City if I did something like that, like with the really wide crosswalks because there's so many people. But I think I'm going to leave it the other way. I think it looks a little bit better for Minecraft. Plus, this is not New York. This is Los Angeles. We can do what we want with the roads. So I'll do something like that. And let me just work on this side. Let me get basically the exact same thing I've been doing on the other sides. And I'm just going to add it over here real quick. So let me do a cut, and I'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, guys. So I've shortened all the sidewalks. And you might be wondering, you know, what's the difference between a shortened sidewalk and a longer one? I think there's still plenty of walking space. It might just be a little bit less, but I think it's a worthy sacrifice. Now, I could push it in 1 block here, or maybe even switch out. You know, I could potentially switch out the stair blocks for regular blocks if, you know, that would add a little bit more walking space. You know, it really just depends on what I want to do, but I think it's definitely a worthwhile change to make these intersections better. And I'm going to, you know, wrap up this intersection real quick. So let's do that. What I want to do first is I'm going to finish up all these crosswalks here, and we'll get those nice and tidied up. We'll get those put in. They go right up against the stone. Normally I'd have a problem with that, but for some reason in this instance I actually don't, and I actually kind of like it. So I don't know what that's up with. I think it just kind of looks more urban, so I don't know. That might just be my weird Minecraft mind. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this wrapped around here. I'm going to actually leave that as a gray block. We'll have some snow run through. We're going to get all these 2-lane intersections. We're going to see how it looks from an aerial view, see if this is a worthwhile change. I don't even think that's a question. I think this is like 100% something that I'm going to do. I mean, I did intersections like this in the northeast area of the map when I knew better, when I was actually doing roads from scratch, and those are probably the best roads in the city. So over here is going to be something I'm definitely going to want to do. Let me go ahead and run this over with some snow. Right here is going to be a block. This is going to be that's not the right block, but I guess it still works. We got some hay bales up in here. Gonna place these in, and of course these run down through here like this. Nice and simple. I'm switching out all of these gold blocks, by the way. That's old school. Hay bales look way better. Hay bales are the way of the future when it comes to road dividers, 100%. So we're definitely gonna have to be using those instead. All right, so we'll get that put in. We'll have this run down a little bit further. Couple more blocks there. And then this is going to go down 1, 2, 3. We're going to put our divider or our left turn arrow there. Jump 3 blocks, place it. 1, 2, 3. You know, you get the idea. That's what we're doing there. And basically, it's that same thing on each part of the intersection. I'll probably add the lines like I did. You know, kind of like those like dotted lines that kind of like guide you on which way you want to be going when you're turning. So I'll do that. What else do I want to add? Oh yeah, I'll replace the traffic lights real quick. I'm not gonna actually build them or like put in the item frames or anything like that, but I'll place a couple of these back down here to give you guys an idea of what I'm thinking about when it comes to this. We're gonna use gold blocks again for those. That's fine, and we got some green wool as well that we're gonna need. So basically, I'm gonna have them be right here. I think is gonna be the best spot. I could put them here. I think it's better there though, so I'll just do it in that spot. And I'm making these taller throughout the city. I think it's better when they're taller. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what I'm going to be doing, 11 blocks tall. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be, you know, the street sign, you know, Minecraft Avenue would be written right there. So you know what road you'd be turning on if you were going right. And then over here, this would be the traffic light for this turn right here, right? And I'm thinking about making these 4 blocks because there should be like the left turn signal first. So there'll be 2 greens, 1 for left turn and then 1 for regular green. Or I might just have it like alternate on that one. So, I mean, it's Minecraft, so there's really no way for me to do that. But just to give you guys a sense of what I'm thinking here. So I'd put one of those on each one of these corners here. And I think that would work out pretty nicely. And then the last thing I want to do for today's episode, guys, is get your guys' opinion on something that I think I'm going to do throughout the city, because I don't think it's going to take super long to do, and I think it's going to be a worthwhile change. So throughout the entire history of LD, we've had a bunch of different streetlights. We had like these really bad wood ones with glowstone way back in like natural and the default days. Since the city texture packs came out, they look a little bit more modern. I'm going to post you guys another design. So here we go. I'm going to place an anvil right here. I'm going to do cobblestone walls. I'm actually going to take these up 7 blocks instead of just 5. Because I think it's a little bit better when it's taller. And I'm going to place some stone slabs here. I might even use stone brick slabs, but I'm going to start with stone slabs. We're going to take it out. Let's go 4 blocks. I'm going to do that there. And then we're going to place 2 beacons. Instead of 1 glowstone, we're placing 2 beacons. And I'm going to swap this out for an anvil. And this is my new design that I want to do for the streetlights. I personally think that is like 10 times better and more fitting for the city than these, because these are just a little bit too modern for me. I think these are good for in the neighborhood maybe, but I think for the inner city part of the area, I think we definitely want to be doing something like that instead. So let me know if you guys prefer that design or I should just keep this design. And if you're wondering, Dan, that's a lot of work to switch all these out. There's like 300 of these all over the city. Don't worry, it's only going to take me about 15 seconds to switch each one of them. And then, you know, if you multiply that by like 300 of them, it's only about an hour and 30 minutes. So it's not that bad. That's nothing compared to some of the time I've spent on this world. So let me just show you real quick how quickly I can switch one of these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I got to do is just add 2 more of these. Place the slabs across the top. Place one right there. Put the beacons down. Swap that out for an anvil and break those 4 blocks and boom. It's already switched to a new one. So that took like 10 seconds. So I can definitely switch those out throughout the city if you guys think that's better. I personally think that's going to look better. I think it's going to match more and they're a little bit taller. So I think I am going to be doing that. And I'm also going to be switching out these roads. I think they already look so much better. It's something I need to do. The roads are just way outdated on this world compared to the rest of the city. And I think it's just going to make the world look that much better. So that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, I'm probably going to start really grinding out that 4 biomes building and trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with that interior. So guys, it's been Dangeles for episode 292 of CLD. We're getting real close to the finish line here, guys. Not too much longer before I release the map. We're finishing up the last couple of builds before the end of the Xbox 360 version. So, guys, if you like this video, you should give this video a like. That would be awesome. And I'll see you guys in a few days for episode 293. Guys, it's been Dangeles. Have a good day, and peace out.